Hi, I'm CJ with PhoneRover. As part of our outbound messaging service, PhoneRover customers can take advantage of patient outreach notifications. These outreach notifications can be used for a variety of purposes. This account is already set up to use outreach to remind patients that it's time for flu vaccinations and to notify those who have past due account balances. For this example, we will show you how to use outreach notifications to promote patient wellness. We'll make reminder calls and texts to patients suffering from hypertension, notifying them that it's time to reschedule their annual exam. So let's set it up. First, click on Add a New List. We'll need to name it and set the caller ID we want displayed to the patients when notification calls are made. Generally, this is the main telephone number for your practice. PhoneRover will deliver notifications during the hours you specify. We'll set this one up to make calls during business hours, so your office is available to answer calls from patients that choose to dial 0 because they want to schedule their appointment. If the patient's phone is busy or if they don't answer when we call, we'll try again. The number of times we retry and the amount of time between calls is an option you can configure here. When the calls are completed, a results report can be sent via email or reviewed online here. Try to avoid using the back button on your browser during the setup. Instead, use these previous and next buttons to navigate. Otherwise, you may lose some of your work. You can manually add names and phone numbers here. But more than likely, you'll have an exported report from your practice management software. The report will contain a list of the patients you want to call. PhoneRover also offers direct integrations to practice management and EHR packages. But for this example, I'll use an Excel file that was exported from the medical software. You can see we now have a list of patients and phone numbers. You can see the details of the list and print it. Click Next. Now let's choose what we want the patients to hear. PhoneRover makes this easy by providing a library of professionally recorded messages. As part of the PhoneRover service, your practice-specific information will be professionally recorded by PhoneRover's voice talent, so you'll sound great. The name of your practice, all the doctors' and practitioners' names, locations are all recorded by the same voice artist, so that the message is clearly spoken and not computer-generated. Simply check the boxes by the voice elements you want included in your call. In this case, we want to say the name of the patient, the reason we are calling, which is to set an exam appointment, the doctor's name, the location, and I do want to give the patient the opportunity to speak to the doctor's office by pressing 0. I also have an optional recording. Now you can visualize how the calls will be made using the names and doctor names from the file you imported.
Hello, this is Premier Family Practice. We have a message for David. It is time to schedule your annual exam with Dr. Clark at our North Jefferson Street office. If you would like to speak with us now, press 0. We look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
That's it. We'll return to the home screen. You can see that the list is not currently being called, and the schedule for calls to be made, recordings, or text message requirements. Click Start Making Calls, and your list will be called. If you want to check the status of a list currently being called, or you want to access the reports, click on Reports. Now that our list is set up, you won't need to go through every step to run it again. You'll likely reuse this list many times. Just upload the new patient list and click Start Making Calls. At PhoneRover, we make patient engagement personal and simple.